Hello guys, this is Reese from Bommarito St. Peter's Volkswagen in St. Louis. Today I'm bringing you a 2019 Volkswagen Atlas SEL 4Motion in deep black pearl metallic with a Shetland Beige interior. I actually bought one exactly like this, except mine has a roadside assistance kit and this one does not. But everything else is the same as mine. And I named mine Jack Sparrow. I actually named the car. Because it's deep black pearl, as in Black Pearl, the ship, and I decided to name it Jack Sparrow. Pretty cool. So anyway, this is a 2019 Volkswagen Atlas SEL 4Motion. This one's going to feature leatherette seats, push button start, heated seats, navigation, adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring, autonomous emergency braking, LED tail lights, rear traffic alert, chrome exhaust tips, chrome bumper applique on it, panoramic sunroof with a power sunshade, 3-seat memory, personalized driver settings, Volkswagen's digital cockpit, power liftgate, power mirrors, one touch up, one touch down on power windows with a window lock right here. There's a look at that power liftgate button right there. Also automatic headlights. There's a look at Volkswagen's digital cockpit. You can actually change what's displayed there using this view button right here. So this button changes it to crop screen, the dial screen, and then also widescreen there. And there's also a back menu that you can touch and hold this button, and it brings up back here, and you can change the view as well. I'm not going to mess with that today, but you get the idea. So you do have cruise control functionality right here. This car comes with adaptive cruise control. That's why you have that little button right there where you can set your following distance. There's your on off button there, and then you can change the following distance pushing that little black button there. I don't know if you can see those little arrows right there moving when I push this button. So with adaptive cruise control on this particular model, it also has stop and go, which means in stop and go traffic, it will actually slow down, pace the car in front of you. If that car comes to a stop, it will stop. It will continue on when that car moves, provided it's less than a 5-second delay. But I tell you what, I actually tried this out on a trip to Ohio, and it is fantastic. Flat bottom steering wheel. It's leather wrapped. Volume control is right here. Over here on this side, you have your Google and Siri functionality, as well as your mouse where you can change what is displayed on this screen right here. So there's also another bigger screen where you can see your following distance there and change the arrows there accordingly. Down here you do have your driver assisted systems. So this car does have lane assist, blind spot monitoring, rear traffic alert, and front assist. It does also have a AM, FM, and satellite radio that's touchscreen. Also, you have App Connect, which allows you to do Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, or MirrorLink using those USB or that USB port there. And on this particular model, you can also use the USB port that's in here in the armrest. Pretty cool that it does that. So when my wife and I have our phones plugged in, we can pick which phone actually does what up on the radio screen. It's pretty cool that it does that. Also, you got dual zone climate zone up in the front row, and then you have a third zone that you can control from up here as well. I can turn off the sink. I can change temperature on one side. I can do heat on the other if I wanted to. I can also change fan speed, vent settings, and what have you on the rear settings, and then also the front settings. Pretty cool that we can do all that too. The car does have something called Air Care. Air Care is a filtration system where it filters out allergens and pollutants in the air and doesn't recirculate them in the cabin. This little blue line where it will expand and cover the entire cabin. Your windows have to be up for that to work. And the sunroof has to be closed. For storage, you do have this little storage tray right here. A little storage bin right here for store phones. As I showed you here, this armrest has a USB port in there and also storage there. And you have storage in the doors. This car has 15 bottle and cup holder options. There's a look at the glove box. It has an AM FM radio. Here's the CD player right here. SD card reader 1 and 2 are right here. SD card reader 1 or 2 will read the SD card that comes in this little box right here. that gives you your navigation data. There's also, there's the SD card holders right here, extra ones. Up above, you have a vanity mirror with a light above it on each side. Just like that. 3-door garage door memory right here, and your CarNet features right here. CarNet features, excuse me. Pardon me, guys. It's coming to the end of the day on Saturday. Sorry for the yawn there. There's a power sunroof right there with the power sunshade. As the sunroof panel goes back, that windshade pops up right there. Sunroof goes back to there and stops right there. Sunshade goes all the way back out of sight back there. All those buttons are right here. Now back to the CarNet settings here. This is very similar to OnStar. This is your roadside assistance button right here, this wrench one. The information button is in front of that, and then the SOS button there. That's for emergency services, etc. This car does have the Shetland Beige interior, so there's a look at that seat. I actually got this in my car, and I have 2 kids. As long as you keep a cleaner in the car, like an emergency cleaner in the car, I think you're all right. Now, Denim Transfer is going to be an issue. If you like to wear jeans without washing them first and that denim wants to transfer, that's the only thing that I've really seen on here. And I did get an ink pen mark on mine because I keep ink pens in my pocket. It's probably a no-no, but I did manage to get it off the seat. There is a look at that Shetland Beige on the doors. It's black on the carpet on the floors, and also on kick plates and things of that nature. Down here on this side, there's actually a net for storage, a map net right there, if you will. There's a look at that air care setup again. I'll show you the rear view camera. The rear view camera does have trajectory steering, and it's an HD camera with probably the best HD picture I've seen on a backup camera on a car in a long time. Pretty cool that it has that. There's also a park sensor button right here. You can also push that button, and that brings up the camera in this manner right here. And then I can hit that button again, and that turns it off. There's a look at the electronic parking brake. That just pulls right up, and then take it off. You put your foot on the brake and push down. And I am able to open the rear hatch using that button right there. And I can also close it using that same button. Just pull up and hold, and now that is closing. Again, this is Shetland Beige interior. Let's take a look at the second row here. This one comes in at $46,515. The extras on this one are going to be the captain's chairs, the 20-inch black wheels, also the monster mats, privacy cover, and the bumper applique on the back. Here's a look at those captain's chairs. We actually love this here. And we're a family of 4, but we've got one where we got room for 2 extra friends. It does come with a 3-prong plug-in right there, and then also 2 more USBs right there. Climate control right here that can be locked out up front, so I can adjust temperature and fan speed right there. There's a look through. Now what's nice about these seats, if you have a booster seat, a front-facing booster seat, you can keep it in this seat, and you do not have to remove it for people to get into the 3rd row. You just lift up on this handle right here, seat goes forward, and then your passengers climb into the back. Now my daughter, she rides sometimes in the back seat. She calls this the way back, but a lot of times she'll ride up in the middle row. There's a look through right there. There's also a sunshade hidden right here in the door that you can lift up and put in there. It's pretty nice. There's a look at bottles and cup holders right there. As you look at those 20-inch wheels, we love those. It's a power lift gate. The only place on the car where it says Atlas is on the rear. Here's a look through from the back. It's a true 6-seater with the captain's chairs. If you look up at that giant panoramic sunroof as well. If you go with the bench, this is a 7-seater. It's a 3-seat across in the middle with the cup holder armrest that folds down out of that middle seat. There's a vent right there on the floor for the rear 3rd row passengers, and there's also one in the seat pillar on that side and one in the seat pillar on this side for rear passengers. There's a look through to the front, so you can see what that looks like. The layout there, nice and comfortable. You can get 6 full-size adults in this car. I'm saying 6 foot tall or even taller, and they're not going to have an issue in this car. You can wear your hat in this car if you're a tall guy. If you're 6'6", 6'7", I bet you can still wear your hat. The roof is sculpted in the back behind the sunroof, so you can still wear a hat back here in the third row as well. This is a true adult shuttle vehicle. Cargo blocks come with this one, cloth mats, monster mats, and this one has a privacy cover that's right there underneath this floor here. If I lift up on this floor here, I'm going to try to do this with one hand here. There is a look at that privacy cover. The spare tire is underneath this carpet floor right here. You just unscrew that guy right there, and then take out this little base floor here, and the spare is underneath there. Once again, there's a look through from the back. Bumper applique and tow hitch right here. There you go. I want to show you real quick the back seat here. Notice how high that seat sits off the floor. That's why you can get an adult back here. If this were low to the floor, they'd have a really sharp knee angle, but this gives you a nice level knee angle right here. So your adult passengers are going to sit back here with lots of comfort. Those headrests do slide up with the flick of a wrist or a finger there, so there's not anything harsh there. If you're interested in this car, please give me a call, 636-290-4257, 636-290-4257, on Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube at Resells Cars. This car does come with a 6-year, 72,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty from Volkswagen. Also, if you buy from me at Bommarito in St. Peters, you're going to get a 10-year, 200,000-mile engine and powertrain warranty, free of charge. That's nationwide. Also, we'll give you 3 years of free maintenance. Your 10, 20, and 30,000-mile oil changes are going to be covered by our dealership. Again, give me a call, 636-290-4257, 636-290-4257, or on Facebook at Resells Cars. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good day.